Enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast, always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Wentz now on first down. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Throwing is Wentz. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Chris Jones gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early second down and long. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 10. Watch 36. Let's go. Mike 36. Mike 36. Watch 36. They fake the give. Now Wentz completes it to Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Wentz now on first down. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Wentz trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 18. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Mahomes going to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. He's got his man here as Gary Jennings Jr. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
One thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
Next score, Chiefs 7, Washington 0. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is...
Down the numbers. There he goes. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Montez Sweat just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction.
These two teams all tied after one. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Wentz. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes the score 14-7.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Here's Gibson to start the drive. Shedding through the defense. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Wentz. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Madison running on 1st down. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A give running right, Gibson. It's a 1st down and more for Gibson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Antonio Gibson is an absolute dart with the ball in his hands, and he can make you miss, and he can run over you. Took a little while to crack the starting lineup as a rookie, but boy, was he sensational when he did. Went for 115 yards and 3 scores in a Thanksgiving Day clobbering of the Dallas Cowboys. And Washington, they feel like they had a real find when they took him in the 3rd round last year, number 66 overall, and he justified their decision.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Let's go, D. Watch 36. 36 to Mike.
Yeah, let's get a sack.
Check 9, check 9.
Hey, kill. Hey, 4, kill. Where's Jim?
Mike, 36.
81.
36. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Check 52. Shoot. Watch the shoot.
Snap coming at 1. Now Wentz eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter.
So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's going to be brought down inside the 5 at the 3.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Flush to his right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Wentz. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On 2nd down, it's Gibson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Got his target, Samuel. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Second and 10.
To throw, it's Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now Wentz on third down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And the Chiefs are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Both teams currently making their final adjustments. We're getting ready for the second half. So we'll send it back up to FedEx Field and hand things back over to Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tied game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Now Mahomes. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well. And got his man complete. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big play there for KC. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Going to begin the drive here with Madison. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Here's Madison getting it again on second. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down.
Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Go.
315. 315.
Back near the goal line. Here's Wentz. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even giving up a defensive touchdown.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. And out of bounds. This will depend on where they spot it, and they'll say at the 45. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down.
Reuben Foster, the former national champion at Alabama, gets in for the sack. After the sack on first down, under pressure again, and down he goes again. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now. Now here's Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Set it tall, fellas. Set it tall.
Play action. Now Wentz. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Not the kind of game that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you. When
over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire is a do-it-all back, and he did plenty on that run. And as a rookie, 803 yards rushing for the season in Kansas City may look to up his workload a little bit in year 2. The last pick of the 1st round in 2020, he more than justified that selection with his ability to run the football and catch it out of the backfield.
And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
At the 46-yard line.
On 2nd and a couple, Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. To throw, it's Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh no! And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
So now a big spot here as the Chiefs will indeed go for two.
Check 26, check 26. Watch the eye.
Mahomes will throw for it. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. So unable to throw it in for two from the two. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Second and inches at the 31-yard line.
Watch 36 to Mike. You can't block me.
82,
A handoff for Gibson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
But that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Here's Gibson. And he'll get this up to about the 40. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. A give to Gibson running right. 64 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Chris Jones in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And he will find his man, Samuel. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. Now Wentz, gotta have this one. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Wentz to throw. Steps away. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
To throw is Wentz. Oh, no, he lost the football. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball, so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think